And welcome back to my channel. Unless you're new here, and then just welcome. My name is Rusty, and this is my channel where I talk about my favorite movies, mostly horror, and my favorite music, mostly metal. And welcome to part 2. Now, I realized in part 1 that I was supposed to stop at number 11, right? But I didn't. But then again, it's always been hard to shut me up once I get started. So, we're going to do the top 10 now, which I promise will be even worse than the bottom 10 in some people's eyes. To me, they're all masterpieces. So these are the movies that I am recovering with from my deadly bout of the flu. Once I got out of the hospital, I had a very nasty bronchial viral flu variant, and it did not like me, and I did not like it. It tried to kill me, but I defeated it so far. And so yes, here we are. And like I said, I was supposed to stop at number 11. I didn't, so we'll, no need to talk about this again. But this was number 10. This is number 10 in the top 10. And it is Cocaine Bear from 2023. Elizabeth Banks is a fucking genius. And that is a fucking masterpiece. And that's all there is to it. Now, moving on to number 9 from 1981. A ragtag spaceship crew sent on a rescue mission encounter a formidable enemy. Their worst fears projected by their own imaginations in a galaxy of terror. It's Roger Corman's Galaxy of Terror, originally known as Mind War, which you can flip. It's got this beautiful booklet. Who's that? Who's that, y'all? I wonder who that is right there. Could that be Freddy Krueger? But yeah, it's got a beautiful little booklet. Who did this? Scream Factory, maybe? Yeah. But this is Galaxy of Terror. Little Aaron Moran, Joni from Happy Days. But I absolutely love this movie. Now, I couldn't watch this movie for a long time. After, when I saw it when I was a teenager, that scene where she gets, squeezed to death in that, because she's got claustrophobia. So, of course, when she's going through a tunnel, that shit, wraps around her and, busts her head and shit. I was that's just I don't know. I couldn't deal with that. But this is an absolutely fantastic movie. It is one of Robert Englund's early movies. That's Aaron Moran right there. So, yeah. Roger Corman at his best in Galaxy of Terror from 1981. It's only 21 minutes. So that's a little irritating because I usually won't touch movies less than 90 minutes because it's so lazy. But this is so good, though, that it's just, you would think they could have found some stuff to lengthen it up some, maybe some lost footage or something, but obviously nothing existed. So, yeah. But in any event, Galaxy of Terror ranks number 9. It is so fun watching this. Even that stupid woman with that disgusting giant caterpillar who does whatever it does to her. I'm not sure what it's doing to her. Maybe I'm just naive. Or maybe I'm intentionally naive. And coming in at number 8. Who did this movie? That's an asylum movie. No, it's a trauma. Yes, I have a trauma movie. A homicidal maniac is on the loose in the city, and the low-budget film crew of a trauma movie has the power to stop him. And that is terror firmer. So, what can you say about this movie? It is so absolutely crazy. There was a bit of nudity right there that I needed to cover up, huh? But, and you know this motherfucker is over 2 hours long. 2 hours of the cheesiest schlock you have ever seen in your life. It is absolutely amazing. And I can honestly say it is the one and only movie in my house. So it's kind of like I'm ashamed to say that I have a movie with Ron Jeremy in it. Even shortly. But at the same time, this movie is so good. But yeah, you know, I mean, what can you say? It's weird to actually have a Ron Jeremy movie in my house. But what can you do about it? I love it. It is full of gore. It is full of nudity. It is full of the absolute craziest shit that I have ever seen in my life. This, of course, is the unrated, uncut, uncensored version. And it is definitely worth having in your collection if you are into absolute low-budget sleaze. This is definitely one to have. I absolutely love it. And that's number 8 is Terror Firmer from 1999 and Trauma. So at number 7, I keep checking my list to make sure. At number 7, we have a twofer. That is a two for you. A two for you. A ski vacation turns horrific for a group of medical students as they find themselves confronted by an unimaginable menace. Nazi zombies. Of course. And its sequel, that was in 2009. Then, of course, we had its sequel in 2014, which is still on the run from a group of Nazi zombies. A man seeks the aid of a group of American zombie enthusiasts and discovers new techniques for fighting the zombies. And that is Dead Snow. And Dead Snow 2, Red vs. Dead. Collector's Edition. I am so glad to have finally gotten these, because anyone who loves low-budget sleaze and Nazi zombies has to have these two. They are absolutely fantastic. A real scream. And this is Red vs. Dead. Absolutely excellent, genuinely funny, and a blast. And it is true. Both of these movies are extremely gory, but at the same time extremely hilarious, and just very, very fun watches. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's Dead Snow from 2009 and Dead Snow Red vs. Dead, and I'm including them together in number 7 in the list. They are fantastic movies. Absolutely great. I can hear you moaning and groaning. It's all right. You'll be okay. Because now we're moving on to 1987. On his 17th birthday, Michael unwittingly unlocks the evil forces of a Ouija board. Actually, his friends trick him into it. But that's okay. Don't panic. It'll all be alright. And this is Don't Panic from 1987. I absolutely love this movie. It is absolutely fantastic. I want those pajamas. I don't think that I've ever seen a movie in which for the, entire first hour of the film, it's an hour and 30 minutes, and I think for the entire first hour of the film, he never takes off his pajamas. He's wearing these cool dinosaur pajamas, the kind that you put on a 5-year-old, with the little arm cuffs and the little ankle cuffs that don't match the rest, kids' pajamas. So you have Michael running around in these pajamas through the whole movie. It's like hilarious. It is very gory. I do like the gore. The kills are fantastic. The end is especially cool. I love the ending of this movie. And yeah, the big crush with the engine. It's great. I don't appreciate that they, what happened to him at the end to get rid of the demon, but, well, all I know is that it is a fantastic movie. I am very, very happy to have it. If you've never seen Don't Panic, yeah, it's, Don't Panic. You can find it. This release is full of special features. This is a Vinegar Syndrome release. I told you I didn't have a lot of them, but I do have a few of stuff that I really, really love and am willing to do what they have you do to get it. But yeah, I've wanted Don't Panic for a long time, and I was very glad when I finally got it. Let me know what you think of it. It comes in at number 6. Now coming in at number 5 in our Sleaze Fest from 1989. The overnight stock crew of a local supermarket find themselves being stalked and slashed by a mysterious maniac. He's just crazy about this store. He is the intruder. This is the intruder. This is director's cut. And it's absolutely fantastic. It is one of those. It's even got Sam Raimi's in it, It's just everything. Ted Raimi's in it. Sam Raimi's in it. But yeah, I absolutely love this movie. It is one of those slashers that any slasher fan has got to have. It is absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculously gory. And fantastic. It is sleazy. It is gross. It is silly. It is a slasher. It is number 5 in my top 20. Sleaze Fest. Intruder. Director's cut. From 1989. Let me know what you think about it. And that brings us to number 4. We're getting close to absolutely making you want to shoot me, perhaps. But we're getting close, and this is from 1989. The inventor of the condom now is employed as God's bounty hunter, and he is tasked with tracking down and capturing the devil, who has possessed the body of a high school wallflower in order to feed on human souls via sexual activity. That wallflower being Maggie, who is the girlfriend from hell. You can't get any better than this movie. That That's the wonderful Leanne Curtis, whom, little side note here, I'm actually going to brag for a second. If you go and look, I did a video on this movie, and Leanne Curtis herself came and watched the video a couple of weeks ago. Leanne Curtis herself came and watched the video and left 3 comments thanking me for the review. It definitely blew me away. I can't tell you how all a gush I was. I guess we as little nothing, nobody channels like mine would actually have the star of a movie come and watch the video, and it makes you feel a little funny inside because you're like, wow, a movie star came and watched me talk about them and their movie. I don't know, it just never crosses your mind. But like I said, if you go and look at the video in my catalog, just go to my videos and look for Girlfriend from Hell. Leanne Curtis herself came, watched the video, and commented 3 times about it. So that was pretty cool. I am very, very, that's just cool. I don't care what you say, that's cool. So yeah, Girlfriend from Hell is hilarious. Everything about it is hilarious. It's got one of the funniest nuns with gun scenes of any movie that I've ever seen. It's got the reversible cover. I like their new artwork. But yeah, Leanne Curtis from 1989, Girlfriend from Hell, comes in at number 4 in my top 20 B-Movie Schlock of all time. Moving on to number 3. What could it be? What could it be? How bad is this dude gonna get? I'm gonna get really bad. From 2008, a bowling night will turn into a deadly, bloody... What? Wait. A bowling night will turn into a bloody death match for a team of teenagers as a deranged serial killer is taking them down one by one in gutter balls. Gutter Balls from 2008. This is the unrated director's cut. It's from Unearthed Films. I'm so glad they remastered this thing. And all that kind of jazz. It's absolutely hilarious. I love that. It's a happy birthday to me. Little happy birthday to me nod there. What is it like a death pool? Like the death pool photo bombs. So like Gutter Balls has photo bombed the happy birthday to me. But yeah, Gutter Balls, oh my god, everything about it is just like, I cannot believe what I am seeing. And the kills were just too much. The infamous 69, I just can't believe that. And the bowling, well, let's just say, I don't really think that you should put a bowling ball up someone's well, you know. You'll have to watch it and find out exactly where he put that bowling pin, not a bowling ball. I don't think a bowling ball would fit up there no matter how much you did it. But he definitely sharpened up a bowling pin and put it where the sun doesn't shine. So, yeah, there are some very imaginative kills in this movie. He warned you not to bowl tonight. But, yeah, there is just, you know, what can you say about Gutter Balls? It is absolutely the top of the heap of B-movie greatness. You know what I mean? Grindhouse, gore fest, schlocky cheese, so bad it's good, is Gutter Balls, coming in at number 3. Getting really close. Getting really, really close. Coming in at number 2. A psychologically disturbed matriarch presides over her damaged family of bank-robbing misfits. From 1970, we have the wonderful, the fabulous, the fantastic, over the top, Roger Corman's Bloody Mama. It's Shelley Winters, Pat Hingle, and one of Robert De Niro's first movies. Imagine, one of your first movies, you just show yourself completely naked. Interesting. Well, of course, Robert De Niro naked would be interesting back in 1970, wouldn't it? Well, to some people. But yes, the family that slays together, stays together. Shelley Winters is so fantastically over the top in this movie. Everything about it is Roger Corman at his absolute fucking best. Shelley Winters is just, and what's interesting about it is that a lot of people would like look at the stuff that she's doing and saying and be like, that's such terrible acting. That's such, why is she being so overdramatic? Because Roger Corman told her to. And because she's that good of an actress. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be his version of Bonnie and Clyde, so he just chose Ma Barker and her gang, and he made it as schlocky and bloody and gory and over the top as he could possibly make it. He does exactly what you would expect Roger Corman to do. Now, as for this release itself, I had not seen this movie for less than $50, this Blu-ray. I had not seen this movie for less than $50 brand new in the wrapper for like 2 or 3 years. And finally I went searching and I'm like, I have to. And I found someone selling it brand new for $29.95. So I ended up paying like $33 for it, which is like one of the highest I've ever paid for a thing, but it's worth it. I am so happy. I can't tell you how happy I am. I've watched this bitch 3 times in a week. Love Bloody Mama. So, yeah. Shelley Winters, the family that slays together, stays together. Ma Barker, Roger Corman's Bloody Mama from 1970. It also has Bruce Dern in it as well. Don Stroud, Pat Hingle, Bruce Dern, Robert De Niro, Robert Walden, a whole bunch of people that is like you wouldn't expect to see them, in a fucking Roger Corman movie. And it's actually got a 5.7 on International Movie Database. How interesting is that? And now we come to the end. The end of the beginning. The top of the heap. Which you might call a shit pile. But I call it lost, unappreciated, underrated masterpieces of schlock. And the number 1, my favorite. Some of you who know me or have been around the channel may be going, what is his this is The Nail Gun Massacre. Another one of those films that I had to look deep down hard and find. You know, it's like, I want $48 for it. And I'm like, you can kiss my ass. I've got a ripped file I can watch of it any time. And that was The Nail Gun Massacre. Did I just have some kind of... I don't know if I just had some kind of weird audio freak out, but it looked like that on my equalizer, and I have already filmed this entire video. So I just reached over there and like hit the base of my microphone, and I hope that fixed it. Otherwise, I'm in real trouble. I'll have to refilm this whole thing. But if I did, if there was like a big audio freak out there for a second, I'm so sorry about your ears. But I'm not going to refilm this whole thing because of it. And if it's not, I just said a bunch of shit for nothing. But yes, The Nail Gun Massacre, I think the reason that I love this movie so much, you know, people call it that film that was filmed for $5.95 in a backwoods town of Alabama. And I can understand that. It's really, really, really low budget. You know, I would be surprised if they paid, you know, I mean, if it costs more than $10 to make. But I don't know. It's just, it's also fucking stupid. But it's also fucking great. I just like how stupid it is. I like the action, you know, that I like the kills. I like how crazy it is. But one of the biggest things that this got me was, I was like, were you just not paying attention? How does a movie this schlocky pull one over on you? Because you see, I knew who the killer was, like, after about 15 minutes of the movie. And then when it got to the end, and I was wrong, and it was somebody else, I was like, wait a second. I've got fucking over 2,600 Blu-rays, and I've seen everything under the fucking sun. How does something like this pull one over on me? I've got way too much movie experience, right? It seems I would have way too much movie experience to be pulled one over, had the wool pull over my eyes and have a twist like that. And I'm like, you gotta be shitting me. You really did that to me? I felt almost offended. But then I felt sort of like the big guy who thinks he's a badass, and then some little shrimp comes on, beats the shit out of him. He appreciates it later. Because he's like, well, I actually kind of like the fact that I got taken down once or twice. And that's what this movie did. It kind of like said, either you weren't paying attention, or you were just so freaked out by the shit you were seeing, you just didn't get it. But I think it has a wonderful twist, and I just love it. I think it's the best, worst movie ever made. You know, it's just absolutely phenomenal. I don't know why. But it just brings such comfort to me. Oh shit, what am I showing? Oh, well, I guess we can't show the back of that. But, or not up close anyway. Okay. So that is The Nail Gun Massacre. And that does it for my top 20. Like I said, I don't know. It looked to me like I had an audio glitch. And I reached over there and slapped it. So, I mean, I may have done that for nothing. But if there is an audio glitch there, I apologize for it. There's nothing else I could do. I was not going to refilm this whole goddamn thing again. So, love you, miss you, bye. I will see you in the next video. I'm going to do my May update. And I will see you then. Love you, miss you. Bye-bye. Always remember and never forget, you are a very special person, no matter what anybody says to you. And that does it. Cocaine Bear, number 10. Galaxy of Terror from Roger Corman is number 9. Terror Firmer, my one and only trauma film, is number 8. Dead Snow and Dead Snow, Red vs. Dead, at number 7. Don't Panic at number 6. Intruder at number 5. Girlfriend from Hell at number 4. Gutter Balls at number 3. Bloody Mama from Roger Corman is number 2. And the best, worst sleaze schlock ever made, to me, that I own, is Nail Gun Massacre. And I will see you in the next. Bye-bye.